Alright. Well, I'm ready to go with Jump the Shark 2 whenever.
Shark made this.
Sure.
Okay, so I made this. Thank you. And I'll be here with the commentary because I've obviously never seen you do that. Oh, like I've seen you do it like 20 times. Let me just double check something. We should be good to roll with this.
Okay. I'm not selling out my friends' Fangames at all with this stream, by the way. Not at all.
Definitely not.
Your selection is definitely unbiased and regular.
Completely unbiased.
It's a huge coincidence.
Okay. So if you'd like, I can count you off.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go in 3, 2, 1, start.
Alright. So everybody, this is I Wanna Jump the Shark 2.
Whoops, there's the tutorial.
Yep, the tutorial. Well, we kind of skip it because there's a feature in this game where you can warp to the hub from a save by pressing F3, so we use that to skip past there. And Shark, why is World 1? Why is it so hard?
Why is it the greatest? I don't know, I guess I'm just too good. Unfortunately. It really draws me back in my regular life.
You know, I think we should have Phraselow rebalance this game. What do you think?
Why do you meme on me in front of an audience? It's been done. He already did it.
Hey, never have enough memes in Fangame Marathon. Well, okay, that's not true.
I dare to think what would happen if you actually got him here on commentary, because I know he is listening and doing wheezing laughter at me right now, and I have to go back and deal with this after this run.
I guess that's true.
Thanks, Cake.
I should think of your feelings more. I'm sorry, Shark.
If anyone's confused, my friend Frazel helped me rebalance the platform because the original balance was pretty bad, and I rebalanced my bosses as well. It's become a running joke that he has made the entire thing.
Wait, he did it?
Why do you like this?
Anyway, so just so you guys know, this game is a adventure game, and as we're running through the stage, dodging things, picking up things, whatever, we have to collect some coins, because those coins let us reach the final stage of the game, and the final boss. So I can't actually beat the game without getting those coins. And here we have Boss 1, which is obviously an original boss. Good old Mr. Shine.
I drew the sprite myself.
I wonder how hard it would be to draw this guy from scratch. Like, actually.
To get the exact blow effect, I don't know.
Is Wolfi still in here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Wolfi, does Mr. Shine give you any feelings of, I don't know, terror?
Only feelings of extreme love and appreciation.
I only feel lost.
I mean, look at that glorious pointy shoes.
I first tried the T-Bone. I'm so happy.
That puzzle screen is actually my favorite design screens because you have to cross twice and there's multiple solutions.
But that T-Bone is terrible.
It is actually terrible.
It's so hard to do consistently. I'm so glad I first tried it. This is another screen that, like, usually makes me kind of scared, so hopefully this one goes well. Because it's kind of long. We have to do it twice.
Dying to the end feels bad.
But yeah, man, good old FTL music. Really spices up the game, I think, in this first area.
Yeah, there were some really nice music choices in this game.
I forget, did Jump the Shark 1 have FTL music in it as well? Or was it just the Castlevania theme from Stage 3?
It uses the same Castlevania theme, but I didn't use FTL music in the first game, which isn't good. Don't play it.
You should definitely play the first game, but only after you've played the second one. In my opinion.
To give you perspective. Also, the coins are optional in that game, which is good because there's like 60 of them.
They're pretty hard, too.
And they're kind of jammed into every screen, whether they belong there or not.
Oh, man. This is a giant rolling apple right here. Actually, no, it's actually big, so it's a cherry. If it was little, it would be an apple.
It's shaded like an apple. That one, no, this is not up for debate. That one's actually an apple. This is not a delicious fruit thing right here.
Calling me out. Man, Shark, why do you do this?
No, on that tree, that's a cherry.
Okay. So if it's on a tree in this game, it's a cherry, and if not, it's an apple.
That's an orange? I haven't thought this far, actually.
Well, we got different kinds of fruit. Man, there's Electrum.
Best boss. It's from Wings of V.
Wings of V is a really good game.
Yeah, Cake and I played Wings of V a little bit, so did Wolfi a little bit. Actually, you know,
Yeah, a little
if you
bit.
look at the old Wings of V speedrun leaderboards, you'll find Cake on number 1, me on number 2, and Wolfi on number 3, even though our times are terrible. And then we all started playing Fangames at some point. But that's where we all came from.
That is the natural order of the Wings of V.
Alright.
It'll never change, because that game's really dead. Bye, Electrum.
First try Electrum is not too bad at all.
It's a comfy little boss.
Alright. If anybody here ever watches my stream and hangs out with me with fangame related discussions, you know that there's one gimmick of all gimmicks that I dislike the most. Wolfi, what gimmick is that?
I wonder. On a related note, Shark, what's your favorite gimmick?
I love conveyors!
No, I don't like conveyors, man.
Nobody likes this stage. It's fine. I've just accepted it. They can't see brilliance in their own eyes.
I mean, I'm sure some people who really like conveyors probably like this stage a lot. But, man, conveyors. They're just not my thing, man. Shark, why am I running this game?
Probably brainwashed you into enjoying it. Just so I can get some sort of validation.
Alright, that's fair. We'll go with that. Here we are, traveling on a box with spikes down a conveyor lane. I wonder if the kid ever thinks what he's doing, like, thinks about it. Like, you know, I'm just standing on a box, going past a bunch of spikes on conveyors.
Living the life.
And if
From
I
his
just...
perspective, you
if I-
can't really tell there's not going to be a trap at the end.
You know,
Like a factory press.
that game today, the new marathon game that they played, the blind race, like, that kind of gave a new perspective, like, looking at the game through the eyes of the kid when you played the Doom, like, section. It's like, man, what if that's, like, what the kid sees all the time? That's gotta be a rough
If so,
life,
then
man.
I'm really sorry for the kid if that's the case.
Yeah.
That's a rough thing to see.
I mean,
Day in, day out.
normally Miku's pretty cute, but that was not the cutest Miku I've ever seen. Not gonna lie.
No.
I can't believe I survived that.
Let me just patch stage 2 and add first-person perspective. It can't be that hard to code. Honestly, I could probably knock that out in about 15 minutes, right?
Right?
Another classic rolling apple meme. Where they don't belong.
I mean, it's just a, you know, a metallic conveyor area. I'm sure they had a good reason for rolling a giant apple into this castle? Dungeon? Whatever this is?
Factory. I
Factory.
actually didn't think that far.
Oh, I missed the fast cycle. Rip me. There's like a really cool fast cycle you can do here, but...
It's cool, but it's actually pretty hard.
Okay, time for the second hardest boss in the game.
Also known as the only boss that didn't bother making better.
Oh, is that so? I haven't heard that story.
I made all the bosses better. I went to make this boss better and decided that I would not because I had no ideas on how to improve this thing, and I was lazy.
Oh, I should explain something. In this game, in a lot of fan games, right, you can basically shoot like as fast as you want as long as there's 5 bullets on the screen, I think, or 6, whatever the number is. In this game, Shark put in a cool thing where you have like a... What would you call it? A clip of bullets?
Yeah, it's a clip system. Essentially, you start with a certain amount of bullets, and you can fire them as fast as you want, but then they run out, and a new bullet refreshes every 12 frames or so. So if you dodge for a second, you can come back with a full clip. This is nice because it gives you a good shooting feel on the bosses because there's no iframes, so all of your bullets feel like they do something, nor does your fire rate feel artificially capped because you can shoot them as fast as you want while you still have them. It's pretty similar to what's used in Camellia 3, I think.
Mm-hmm. I just prefer it because the guessing game with iframes is never something I like very much, and I also don't like mashing and then having none of my bullets actually do anything. So that's a good alternative if you're making a fan game and you're like, you know, how should I do my damage on my bosses? I think that trying this out is a good system, personally. Oh wow, really? That choke, man.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I just tried to do that like a drop diagonal thingy. That was really weird. You know, I bet you can.
Possible?
You can do a fast cycle there, I think.
That's spooky. I remember on this screen, I forgot to put a save block because people were happy to try and soft block themselves very eagerly.
Dude, remember that first race that me and BBF and Wolfi did of Jump the Shark 1?
Barely
Oh,
tested.
boy.
And we
Barely
all...
tested Jump the Shark 1 with, like, no balance, and I think everyone soft locked?
Yes.
And restarted?
I didn't, but the thing is, I was so bad back then that everyone called me up anyway. I'm like, overtaking it.
That's relatable.
Cake and BBF both soft locked, like on stage 2. Play it, do it again, and call me up.
It's pretty good.
And then
Say what it is.
the game was so badly balanced, everyone quit, but BBF, who was the only one to actually go do the final boss, which took, I think, 45 minutes. Because it was much harder than the stage before. I didn't really do this QA thing, or this balance thing, and I wasn't really doing this good design thing either. I didn't even code, I sort of just duct taped the thing together with GameMaker drag and drop. It's not really my finest moment.
Well, you gotta start
But it was my
somewhere, right?
foothold, I got started.
Didn't Pat talk about that today in his presentation? Something about, you know, you just gotta start. I could have
Yeah, I
made that
guess.
cycle.
You really do. And GameMaker's a good starting point, because you can use an engine that has most of the stuff for you. You can just drag and drop and do basic level design, and make something, focus on design, and learn the programming afterwards. I did learn programming. There's actual, real, multiple lines of code in this game's bosses.
Multiple lines of code. That is more than one line of code, Shark.
I think the final boss still has 666 lines of code if I didn't change it. I'll be disappointed in myself if I change the perfect number. Oh, I love this boss.
Dude, this boss
What
is
game
good.
is this from?
I have no idea, man. Never seen this before.
Well, let's just extrapolate and guess what it does. I bet those bots coming from the side helix, they have those plus signs on them, so you need to destroy them before they reach the boss.
Wow, how did you guess that so fast?
What the heck?
I don't know. I made the game, but I don't know where the boss came from, so I just made that mechanic randomly.
That's a pretty good like, mechanic, man. Like,
myself all the way.
I should tell Solgren about that. He might put that in a game. Alright. We are now heading into World 3.
Okay, there's actually a funny story about Zulker, though. I didn't... His Dark Annihilator in Wings of V has arms and legs that move, but doing moving stuff with rotating sprites was too hard, so just made it limbless. He definitely made fun of me for that.
I always wondered why it was just sort of slank into the floor, like just a body.
I
was
actually wondered
Broke
that
it?
too.
It's a design choice, I guess.
Don't worry about it too hard.
I didn't question it.
Needs to be 10 times faster. We should do like a hardcore version of this game, Mistake.
Yeah, this song is popping, though.
It is a good song. You know what's not popping though? The save.
It's long.
Oh, Kragasm. I'm so happy.
Heck yeah. that
I'm
was good
so
stuff.
happy. That's like the worst save in the game, and it's done.
I really like this room for no reason. It's just really funny to watch people play it for the first time and get sniped by arrows they were not expecting in weird places.
Yeah, that
It never gets old.
I can confirm that happened to me a lot first playthrough. Aw, really? Was that spike that's at the bottom there by the arm of the archer? Was that always there?
I didn't put that there, but I love it. Phraselow recommended that spike for me. And
Phraselow?
It's a good spike.
Guys, in the Franker face emotes, there should be an emote called Blame Phraselow.
You still have that? Oh,
It should be there.
Do you blame Phraselow because he's slowing down the run with these
Yeah,
guys.
it's Phraselow's fault.
You shouldn't have let him touch this game.
And the character in that emote is from Wings of V, back in the glorious Wings of V days. because that character would ruin all of our speedruns. He was kind of a jerk.
Like, that's not enough context to understand. Those guys teleport randomly, and their hitbox to hurt you spawns before they spawn visually.
Yeah.
And I wish that was the whole story. They even work even weirder than that.
It kind of just reminds us of, you know, Fraslo doing all of the things he does to get us in trouble with speedruns. Alright, we got the coin. I seem to remember that... Wasn't that coin kind of a jerk to you on first playthrough, Wolfi?
Yeah, I got you over this.
It
one.
was...
How much of it was changed?
It was nerfed since then, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this screen, by the way.
The screen's pretty fun. It used to be a frame-perfect turnaround up at the top left.
Yeah. But you said, hey, lower this by 8 pixels because it's bad.
And now it's really fun. Oh gosh. I don't think I can salvage this. Nope. I jumped like the frame before I touched the ground, so I kind of messed that up. This area is like, there's a lot of timing-based platforming, which makes it kind of hard to learn first time through. And it's still kind of hard to execute for a speedrun.
Yeah, especially that when you're cutting the corner on that triple swingy thing, and you're trying to like get in before it comes down, like that.
Mm-hmm. But we got it, we're good. Here you gotta go fast, because otherwise you'll get clipped by that spike ball as it comes around. And we gotta do the fun thing here. You have to race the ball and chain for the exit, actually. Nice. Ah, this is like probably my favorite boss.
I love this boss.
It's such a good boss.
What game is this from?
Jump the Shark one? No. No, it is not.
Besides, I used Whispering Woods in that game.
Yeah.
Badly. This is Stony Castle?
Really. That was some pretty good RNG right there.
You should have looked into the void, just gone for the freshly spawned platform right out of the mouth.
I should have. But mistakes
That's
were
one of those
made.
really hard calls to make at the rare time, though. It's easy to think you can make it back to a platform that's running away from you. That's the best part of the fight, the best feature, when you have mini spikes on the right that don't disappear when the blocks do.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of enjoyed those mini spikes that just float there.
No rope this time. It's ruined. Go do it again. Reset.
They kind of remind me of Ooh Spike Needle Wolfi.
Oh, yeah?
Just having the mini spikes just floating in the air. It's good stuff.
Woohoo Spike or Dundee style?
Alright, so this is my favorite part of the game, platforming-wise, I think, is the tower here. Besides the final stage of Needle, I guess. But this part's really cool.
Yeah, this fight is really, really good.
It's a really big tower that kind of just reviews, like, I don't know, the gimmicks of jump refreshers and arrows and spiky wheel thingies, saws, whatever. Has some moving platforms, has a really, really crazy drop at the end. A lot of good stuff.
I neglected to review conveyors, though.
Well, I'm okay with that.
I guess we'll live.
I'll be fine. These mistakes.
BBF help place this in chat. Those are clearly fidget spinners.
Those are fidget spinners. Spiky wheel thingies. Yep, that is exactly what those are. I'm good at English. It is my first language, so of course everything I say is perfect. There's a setup for this, and I'm not using it. Here we go, please. And then I numpad cancel this because reasons. This save can, like, give my hands, like, severe cramps if I play it too much. I always hope I get past it fast.
Just gotta wiggle.
Wiggle it up. Oh man. So Shark, when is Jump the Shark 3 coming out?
2021.
Dang.
So by 2021, you'll forget you said that, and I don't do anything.
That sounds like a good AAA game developer answer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a AAA game developer.
Coming soon. I'm glad you're practicing your marketing skills, Shark. Gotta go from fan game dev to professional game dev.
And then use the marketing skills to market fan games that don't cost money. Streamer, where should I go to pay for fan games?
I could link you my PayPal account if you want.
Because I'd like to support this game and the developer of this game. I'd like to pay for my fan game.
There is a fan game, though, that is going to be in this marathon. That is actually going to be on Steam.
Oh yeah, Cat Showcase.
Heck
the Mega Co-op, which was free, and now he's making an actual paid original game.
It's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. I'm just really excited for the fact that you can race your friends at different screens and stuff.
So this is... Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Shark.
I was just going to say, this is the last save of the tower, and there's a funny story about this, because you see the gate at the beginning was squished, making it required 4 frame. Well, the jump refresher is so high up, in the original design of this tower, it was a required 5 frame anyway, even though the gate wasn't squished, just to get the jump refresher. So, my friend Frey helped rebalance a couple things for me with the platforming. I complained that he made it frame perfect, and he had some choice words for me because he was already frame perfect.
Alright, so this is now the best boss. This is Camilla.
Do you want to kill the Camilla?
I want to kill the Camilla. So, back when I first started running Camilla 2, I used to call Camilla Camilla. And I don't know why, but apparently my reading skills are really good. But I called Camilla Camilla a lot. And so that boss, I think, was in part inspired by that fact. Just to
You're not wrong. Literally to joke on you. This is a good stage, by the way.
This is my favorite part of the game, like, hands down. I like the tile set, I like the music, I like the, just overall, the atmosphere. And the needle is pretty fun too, which always helps.
So, I took this song from Chair 2, which song is still not released, so that means that if he ever releases that game, he will have taken this song from me. He had plenty of opportunities to finish this game for years.
I think that's fair.
Now.
So this, if Stonk ever releases Chair 2 and he has this song in it, guys, remember to remind him that it's actually Shark's song.
I'll definitely not be annoyed and find it very funny and entertaining.
Definitely. And this drop is pretty fun. I like how it gives you a good V-string with the full jump too. I'm not going to explain V-strings again, because I think Bummerman did a pretty good job of that last stream, or Miku, who was helping to commentate it.
And if y'all missed that, the short thing is V-strings is just the set of positions you occupy when falling. If you fall from a good spot, sometimes you fall in good spots.
Alright, coming up to my favorite save.
Is it though? I mean, it's mine, but is it? Is it yours?
Yes. Yes, it is.
That was actually really fast. Good wiggle.
Thanks.
It looks like I
game is
took a
lit,
lot of shot corners and then natural habitat in this.
Okay, what's the name of that drop in the middle of the screen?
Oh, that drop? The one that you have to like stutter like 3 times on? But
Yeah,
it's like
what's
really
the
easy?
name of that drop?
That's the Kale Peebus drop.
Oh yes, the Kale Peebus drop.
Kale Peebus drop.
That name came from... Oh wow, you first tried it. That was actually insane. Stomp was playing for this game blind, and out of nowhere we just jokingly started calling it that, and like 3 people who tested it all came in at the same time to totally sell it on him, so he's like, okay, I guess you guys decided to randomly name a jump in the game, but Kale Peebus drop, let's go with it. But we just made it up on the spot to mess with him.
It's a good name for a good drop.
It's stuck, it's good.
So there's a jump in this save that's kind of hard, and despite my complaints, it never got patched out. So we might be stuck here for a minute.
I love squish diagonals.
Squish diagonals, man.
Dude, nerf the corner, squish the diagonals, and that's Shark Needle. Anyone can impersonate me.
Wolfi, I think we got an idea for your next dandy game.
Alright.
Yeah. Just make the corners easy and the diagonals hard. It'll be original.
I'll let Shark give a spin-off for that. He can just do his own style.
Some great recommended tricks to secretly nerf your corners is to move them by 1 or 2 pixels so people can't really tell. Then use something like an F-jump to force the best corner line on the player, making it easier for them.
And then you can make a game of it by thinking, wait, is this corner nerfed or is it not? No, it's fun.
Well,
I want to look good at Needle, and it's a game just full of hard jumps secretly nerfed.
so what's tough about this jump here is there's 2 ways to do it. I can either do a strat where I stand on the farthest left frame, and then I can do a 7-frame height jump, and that gives me the perfect angle to fall through it for an easy rejump, or I can do a stutter where I pause in midair and then hold left at the last possible second, and I just did that. Good. But it's hard because both of those strats are not easy at all, and it's kind of far into the save, so... But now I'm feeling good because we're past it.
You actually used to be able to walk on the ceiling at the top of the screen.
There used to be some really neat skips in this game.
Phrasela fixed that for me, so blame Phrasela for ruining the speedrun strats.
Cue the blame Phrasela spam. I'm totally fine with more of that. Ruining all the good skips in the game. But Frey, you're awesome. Man. I'm glad that this is like the last Needle screen, because I feel like I'm getting worse at Needle now. But we're almost done.
Good boss coming up.
You know, I've never found a good strat for that jump right there that I died to at the end.
I just stand on the edge and jump.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's not a strat ultimate. Good boss incoming.
I love this boss. I actually love both bosses that are coming up now. Spoiler, there's 2 bosses. Dang it.
I made this one, I didn't make the other one. I made everything in the game but the thing that comes after this.
So Shark, did you get inspiration from Time Machine 2 for this boss?
So Time Machine 2 is really Metal Slug inspired, and I had never seen Time Machine 2 when I made this, and I took this Metal Slug sprite from Metal Slug and put it in my game, and everyone told me exactly in good detail how much I ripped off Time Machine 2, which I had never seen. It's funny because the Scythe projectile, the kind of blue-white one, is used in Time Machine 2, but it's red in that game.
I believe
like,
I
the one you see
also
on the side.
saw that projectile today in Justice Guy,
Yeah, it's in Justice Guy as well.
which I hadn't noticed before.
Which I also apparently ripped off.
Totally.
And I think the Camilla boss is also in, what is it, I Don't Want to Be Anything Too. There's a lot of coincidences from games I have not played that people informed me that I was stealing from.
That's probably the hardest attack for me to do consistently. I feel like
Oh
it's...
yeah, you have to fight cross as early as possible, it's pretty nasty. That's good stuff. The attacks in this fight are in random order, but Cake's gonna first try this like a beast, so you'll never get to see a different order.
Yeah. That's totally what's gonna happen.
And you'll quick kill.
I hope so. Otherwise I always get scared.
Because you quick kill, you get to skip one of the cameo attacks. I wasn't paying attention to which ones you got, so if you skip Electro and cameo, that'll be really fast.
Okay. That was my
You were
bad.
going too in for the quick kill, I think.
I jumped.
That attack's too risky.
I just
Go
got
for
my
it.
timing off and I jumped too early. That's fine, though. I think we're doing fine on time.
You just wanted to make sure that everyone would see all of the attacks in the fight, as well as the fact that they play in a different order. You're
Yeah.
a very gracious host.
That's exactly what the plan was. I'm glad you
You're doing a
explained
great
it.
job of showcasing the game in its entirety.
Yeah.
This is a really, really cool boss, though.
It
It's
is.
really
Hey,
well
there's a
made.
question from chat. Why does the scythe guy let you hit him when you could just fly away? I don't have an answer for that. It just occurred to me. Why does he come back?
Well, I mean, fangame bosses in general, if the bosses know the kid dies in one hit, like, why don't they just, like, you know, squish him or something? If he has, like, went and touched you, you would just die. I don't know, video game logic.
His body has no hitbox.
I guess that's true. But yeah, why doesn't he fly away? We need some lore.
We need the expanded lore, but we're doing wrap format. Okay, right on it.
It's amazing how many game developers who I've talked to, and I ask them, like, what's the lore behind their game, and they always just kind of laugh, like, there's lore. Like,
The usual answer to that is I don't even know, my dude, but they're too proud to say it.
and then the best is when they make it up on the spot.
The kid is motivated by his hatred for apples. Nice, quick
That
kill.
was close.
I thought you were gonna hit that post-fight, Gordo.
Yeah,
Good job.
Okay.
I was worried.
Incoming thing is made by my friend Frozen Doze for me for this game because he's a good person.
Everybody enjoys
Also,
the
there's
music
RNG.
and the light
Well,
show.
this is pattern.
I love this fight.
Well, there's RNG at the end, which can be kind of scary, so if Cake dies, he's a perfect human being and capable of making mistakes, so just blame the fight.
Yeah. Frozen made this. What was that dodge? It's fine.
The hitbox of the Sphinx don't have the boulders, it's just the centers.
Dude, I always get nervous on this fight.
But the calming music to relax you.
That's like half the reason why it makes me nervous, I think.
What do we do to this man to make him cry so much?
Right?
We need a lore explanation.
His wings must have been, like, flipped or something. He couldn't fly away. He was an innocent, nice person. And we killed him.
I don't have any lore. Wolfi, what's the lore of this fight?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. That's official.
I mean, you kill the giant scythe monster thingy, and then at that point, the kid has an existential crisis over him killing things. And then this is the representation of his... Yes.
There you go. That was all intended from the
Yeah.
initial plan.
I just wanted you guys to hear the song again and enjoy the
Yeah,
light show
same.
some more. Because I think it's really nice. This
It's kind of a
avoidance-
bad way for curvings.
No, that was really, really fine.
I was trying to save face, and then you only die to RNG. You can't make mistakes, and you just admitted to your mistake. Why do they even look out for you?
Because just reasons, Shark. Okay, I should concentrate now. you guys just talk for a minute.
I was actually gonna ask if you wanted us to be quiet so you can focus.
I want you guys to have your awesome argument about fish and chips or something.
I'm just saying, those are French fries.
That's... I wanna hear this slander. So how much was changed, Shock, when this game was reworked slightly? Was this fight changed at all?
No. I reworked the bosses, and I got help with balancing the platforming. Most of the bosses. I didn't rework the tank, he can just freely give you if he gets bad RNG of the shots.
Yeah.
Hey, Kurzman never changed the stream title. I think it's too late at this point.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
someone did
fine.
that for me.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh my gosh.
It's been done for me. Praise.
Okay, I've only got a couple more shots at this to get underestimate. Gotta make this count. I haven't made it to red yet. It's fine.
It's fine. This fight's like actually pretty hard the first try. Famously, I was playing my own game like an absolute dweeb, and Cake was watching, and he was talking about how hard this fight was hard to do consistently first try, and I was here about to first try it. So I just kind of like spitefully say, "Hey, suck it, Cake. Guess who died 3 seconds before the fight ended? It's me. I died. I'm a fraud."
That was a good moment.
That feel when you try to one-up your friends, but you just one-up yourself. Well, here's a good question for you, Cake. Why don't you just use the safe state so I can get better from avoidances?
Dude. Wouldn't that be nice?
Just do it on 25 FPS.
I can't tell if I'm getting bad RNG or if I'm just playing bad.
You could have jumped over, but you had to read it. Also, honestly, you could have been more on the left side of the screen before the waves curved. That way, the less bullets were curved to your position.
Yeah.
And then go on to the right to deal with the second curve. Because you just kind of mindlessly were in the center there.
This is why I'm not a good avoidance player, because when I'm nervous, it's hard to do
I'm
this
worse.
stuff.
Don't worry, I can't make reads. I tunnel vision away from the kid or the kid, so I either can't dodge slow-moving projectiles moving in a straight line towards me because I'm reading far ahead, or I can't read.
Okay, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be fine. This is the attempt, everyone.
You got this.
I'm calling it now.
I believe.
There's a reason why I need to get better with avoidances, which is why I really like that game. Wolfi, can you just say like an audible prayer to the Mush Mush gods for me?
All hail the Mush Mush gods.
You guys don't
May
know
their
that
blessings be benevolent.
the Mush Mush gods are the gods of all RNG and fan games, and it's a real thing,
Oh yeah, it's 100% legit.
definitely.
They're always listening. And they do care.
Remember the Mush Mush gods, and the Mush Mush gods remember you.
Apart from those kind of rare occasions where they don't.
Well, that's just you know.
Yeah, we just we'll talk about
We'll
this.
go into that.
Praise these, the badly made mushroom attack.
Okay, they're more than that mushroom attack. Okay.
They're my friends, and they care for me.
Wolfi, can you believe that we are running a game tomorrow, or today, I guess, that has mushrooms in it?
Yep. I'm already getting my worship going on those mush mush.
Yep.
It's in like 8 hours, actually.
It's actually not that far away from now. Okay, come on.
Is this the first red?
This is the first red. Let's go.
We've got red. Like music.
Red Dead and hopefully Redemption all in one.
Redemption for the failed attempts.
Yep.
swear I can hear the song in my head even though I'm not listening to the game audio. Please don't short game that pattern. Good stuff, Cake. I'm gonna time when the credits
Nice,
come
dude.
up,
Okay,
which is actually like 30 seconds from now because extremely long outro.
true that.
That was good. That was a nice run. Those interesting dodges there. You went above a line that was kind of scraping your feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was one dodge there that was.
I
I
probably...
liked it.
I think I could have stayed on the ground for it. Man, it was kind of close. But hey, we did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
You did this.
And yet, that was the attempt we prayed to the Mush Mush gods. What am I telling you?
It did
Telling
work.
you, man.
Okay. I gotta just
Always
time it
believe.
out now because I kind of
There we
stopped
go.
paying attention. Okay.
Okay. Do
you
you
should
want
let
to...
everyone read the incredible credits.
I agree with that.
I don't know if I agree.
Also, I'm gonna set up the transition in the meantime, so just if you have any last words to say to them while you watch the credits, just chill.
Does anybody have any questions? Is, I guess, the main thing I would like to ask right now. Now that I can read chat for a minute. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure to be able to put this on for you guys today. How you doing, Geo and Mo? Can you blame Phrasal all the time? Do you like pizza? Especially with pineapple, yes. But all the time, I like pizza. Shark made this, and Frozen, and Frey. How does it feel to be a daddy? I'm not gonna answer that one.
But how does it feel to be a father? You would know because of your advanced stage.
I forgot Smash
Oh, look,
tested
the
this.
credits! Probably not Wolfi.
Probably not
because
Wolfi.
I kept bothering to do it,
Wait.
and he played K3 instead.
Wait, I'm sure I used to be on that testing team list. Wow. How did I never see these credits since this was
because these got changed at 1.2.
Stinky Cheese, why are you even listed here? Who is Stinky Cheese? I don't know that guy.
And Wolfi for expertly avoiding helping me at all. Thanks, Wolfi.
God damn it.
What qualifies as a cake sauce? I still don't know. Musical cakes, I still don't know.
Why
Sorry.
is Stonk above me?
Anyway, but that's about it. So, Cake, you're good to cut your stream in a few seconds, and I'll get the transition moved too.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. And who's up next? It's Fireball.
We've got Fireball doing Animus.
Animus, Fireball, good, best of luck, man. Hope everybody cheers him on. Fireball's an awesome guy. Let's go.